What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today. And we're heading into a fresh new week. So today is Sunday night, is 8:08 in the evening, all right? Or 20:08, depending on where you are, if you're 12-hour clock, 24-hour clock, And what I would like to do to begin with is just give a shout out to all my subscribers, all the guys that come on here and watch what I've got to say in regards to the NAS. I definitely appreciate every single one of you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And the content I'm about to share with you, or what I'm about to discuss with you today, you may find super useful, and you may want to hang around for a little bit longer. And if that turns out to be the case, do not forget to hit the subscribe button on your way in. Right, turn on the notification, drop us a like, and leave us a comment to say hey, or just to drop your thoughts on the overall analysis. Either way, it will all be greatly appreciated. So with that covered, we're going to get straight into the nitty-gritty of the business. Okay, so as it stands, last week when I did a video, I talked about the possibility of price pushing down. I believe that's what I talked about, right? Because of the double top that we kind of have at this location at the moment. Okay, and as it stands at this evening right now, this is where price is. Okay, so if you was to look at that, it's fair to assume, looking at the structures of these candles over here, so these four candles over here, it will be fair to assume the price is going to be pushing upwards some more. All right, and I'm not going to turn around and say that that's not true. That is not the case, because that actually could be the case for tomorrow, Monday, right? That definitely could happen. So we now need to prepare for what we should be looking out for this week, the kind of moves we can expect for this week, right? And remember, like I always say, it's super important. You do your own homework, you do your research, you double check everything I'm telling you, because I am not an expert and I'm not pretending to be either. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm shooting straight from the hip, like what the Americans would say, straight from the hip. It is what it is, right? So with all of that covered, looking at this candle right now, okay, it's fair to assume that price is going to be pushing up some more to around this level of 12,960.03. I'm not going to say no to that concept at all, okay? But however, it is important that we do prepare for what markets may do or what it may not do. Okay, now because I can see we're coming up to a potential double top. Actually, no, we actually have a double top, believe it or not. This one's a little bit higher than this one, but you could say it's a double top, right? I kind of expect price to kind of break down. So my bias on this analysis right now is that I'm saying that I believe price is going to be coming down, right? Now, does that mean price is absolutely going to be coming down? No, it doesn't mean that at all. I could definitely be wrong, and it won't be the first time, and it's not going to be the last time either. Okay, so my thoughts would be, from where it is, it's going to come back down to about this level over here. Okay, so although the day is just the day, the week, the month are the strongest indicators in regards to telling us what market plans to do, sometimes it's just a little bit that much better, sometimes a little bit better just to go into a lower time frame, just to see if we can get a cleaner look as to what market may plan to do when it opens. So with that covered, now we're in the hourly chart, and this chart is looking super busy. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on right here. I need to clean this up a little bit. Let me just give this a bit of a tidy. And what you're seeing, I mean, these lines over here, these are the session breaks. So the 24-hour cycle or the 12 candles, right? Whichever way you want to look at it, because we're looking at this on an hour. Actually, no, I don't even know how many candles there are in an actual day on the hour. It should be 24, but it's less. It's less because you don't actually do a full 24 hours in the market. It's less than that. But anyways, I'll leave that to you. I'll leave that for you guys to figure out. First things first is what is going on here right now. What is going on here if you look at this on an hour? Okay. So one thing that I do see is that price is building up around the top. Okay, so price is building up around the top. We are getting quite a decent amount of pip movement, but we can't ignore the fact that price is building up around the top. The same kind of situation that we're seeing up here is the same situation that we saw down here. Okay, there's a lot of activity around this level over here. Okay, so because there is a lot of activity around this level over here, it tells me that this whole situation is running out of steam, right? I could be right, I may be wrong. That is for you to obviously do the homework and the research on, right? So with that, I'm super interested to see how Monday plays out. Monday is going to be a day that I want to see what price does, right? Is price going to come lower than these levels over here? Okay, at which point you could consider putting in a sell, okay? But at the same time, it could also fake you out as well. So you got to bear that in mind. Or is price going to close above these levels, at which point we should potentially consider this a buy. But however, we are at a strong support level, right, or resistance level, which is 12,960.03. So if price gets there, right, there is a good chance that it may not break through and it may begin to pull back. Hence why Monday, there is a very good chance I'm just going to be sitting on my hands and waiting to see what market does, and then I may start planning how I'm going to enter the market from Tuesday. Not saying I will enter the market on Tuesday, but I'm going to start planning my entry from today, right? Then obviously we're gonna watch Monday, and if Monday gives me a decent enough signal, then obviously I'm gonna jump in. I'm not gonna sit on my hands. I want to take advantage of it, right? But however, if I don't see anything that is clear on a Monday, then I'm afraid I'm gonna have to wait to Tuesday to see if there is going to be a clear indicator of a possible situation that I can join. All right. And one of the things that I'll be looking for is to see if price breaks above these levels down here. So if it breaks this level, the normal consensus will be, oh, wait for a pullback, which is the smart play. The smart play is wait for a pullback and then join it. So say, for example, if price broke this level right here, you would want to wait for a pullback. Let me just make this a little bit less. Take it down to 1. You wanna, so say price breaks this level that I just drew right now. Okay, so let's just as a matter of fact, I've got to do one at the top as well, so let's just do one over here. All right, so let's just go with my bias for now. Okay, right, that price closes below this low right here. So this would have been Thursday's low, right? Which we've got Friday's low over here. This is Thursday's low. So if you close this below Thursday's low, it's fair to say that obviously you close below Friday's low, right? Because this is Friday's low. So if you close below Friday's low, what I'm going to be looking to do is I'll most likely be looking to be putting in sells, right? So I'll most likely be saying, okay, cool, you know what? I'm putting a sell around here somewhere, put in a decent size stop, and then see what it does if it flies all the way back down again, right? If we have the situation take place up here, then I'm going to be putting in a buy. The only risk with these moves that I've talked about, it is the potential pullback, right? So it breaks through, right? You assume, or I assume, it's going to keep going in a straight line all the way down, and it doesn't do that. It yanks itself back up again, then starts to break all the way back down. Okay, so with that explanation, right, I'm prepared to take a hit, pow, one snipe. All right, so I've put in the trade at this level, it's shot up. Okay, I'll wait to see if it comes back down again. If it comes back down to the zone, then obviously I'm going to hop right back in, right? Also, the problem with this situation here is my risk size, the size of my risk that I'm putting in. Okay, because say for example, it is indeed going to fly all the way down, but however, my stop is too small, right? I have a really tight stop. Okay, that would be super annoying, very annoying. All right, so these are things that you're going to have to factor in if you're going to use this idea or this concept in your trades. Because once again, like I always say, and I'm not going to stop saying it, I am not a financial advisor. I am not giving you financial advice. I'm only sharing my concepts with you. This is only for entertainment and educational purposes only. It's important you learn to do this stuff yourself, and before you even think about putting your real hard-earned capital behind this, right? It's worth learning it, trust me. And then you can always find the guys that don't know what they're talking about and the guys that do know what they're talking about. Because if you know what you're talking about, you can listen to a guy and know that this guy knows what he's talking about. He has useful information for you. And the ones that don't know what they're talking about, it's very easy to catch them out. Okay, so me personally, I spend a lot of time back testing. I may get the terminologies wrong, but I know what I'm talking about, right? And obviously you can test me on that. You're welcome to it. I'm not going to say I'm going to pass them all because I'm still learning, but at the same time, I welcome the challenge, right? Leave it in the comment section. Now, so that's going to be my plays for this week coming up. Okay, for this week coming up. So I'm hoping to see something either tomorrow, Monday, or on Tuesday. Okay, this may drag on for a little bit longer, so we could have this build up going on in this zone up here for a long time. Like we could just be doing this in a range, taking out traders left, right, and center, right, left, right, and center, then finally makes a decision as to where it actually wants to go, right? So until it does that, I'm just gonna wait to see if it actually breaks a level, because the other ways of trying to obviously like navigate the markets, or other ways of how I was trying to do it, right, it's really fiddly, right? And it doesn't always work out. So I mean, the trend lines and everything is all perfect, but sometimes you just have to add in extra things in there just to help you out, because if you don't, then you're not evolving, you're not really developing your skills. So I'm just basically going to, I know that was a bit of a rant, but I'm just basically just going to work off just to gauge the direction as to where this is going. I don't know how many pips it's going to give me, right? But just to gauge the direction as to where price plans to go, I think it's safe to see if it breaks one of the daily lows or one of the daily highs of the last market session day. So that's either the Thursday or the Friday, right? If it breaks the Thursday high or the Thursday low, which are the biggest amongst between Thursday and the Friday, right? Then I think, yeah, you know what? I stand a good chance of being able to collect something in this space, right? If it doesn't, then obviously we're going to be within the range. Then I'm going to have to work out, do I want to take trades inside of the range? So do I want to be buying over here and selling up here, and vice versa, right? So that's my plans for this week. Well, the first 2 days at least anyways, right? The first 2 days anyways, right? So that's the plan. That's what I plan to do, how I plan to do it. And yeah, so with all of that covered, my awesome people, I'm going to end the video here. I want to thank you for coming over. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button on your way out. Drop us a like and leave us a comment. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.